This
Start recording.
conference will now be recorded.
Let me know if you're able to see my screen. Screen is
Yes, it is
visible.
visible. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do another case. So if you remember in the sales model, we have done this analysis, target sales by state, how you done it. Remember this? The first business customers. Second, we did the gross margin analysis. Like
Yeah,
how,
are
why
you in
the
the
gross
class?
margin, sorry?
Hello?
Yeah?
No, I'm not in the class.
Sorry, what happened? I'm not getting.
Really? I think she's talking with someone.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. So these are the
I'm
two
unable to
business
hear it.
cases. Rajni, can you go on mute if you're not talking to here? Thank you. Okay, now the next analysis which you will do, that is called, let me rename that. Let's take dynamic segmentation. Okay, so what will be my dynamic segmentation? It's just like a, suppose you have a sales, okay, and the sales is, let's say, greater than 10,000, greater than 10,000, between 10,000 to 2,000, 2,000 to 20,000 to 30,000, something like that. That scenarios is there. Okay, and from there you want to create your bucket analysis, or you can say your what you call dynamic segmentations. Okay, so that we want to create it. So there is a special procedures will be there in Power BI through which only we can create those scenarios. Okay, so like we need to create some temp tables. In the temp tables we need to store the data, all these things. There is a certain procedure we need to follow on this part, so that I will explain you today. Hope this is clear, like the scenario is clear to you. How to do that, we'll see that. Make sense? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay, let's take a, first of all let me check. Okay, so let's take first a matrix here. Okay, and try to put one, just try to focus on this, what I'm trying to do. So let's take, I'm taking the month name, which is from January to December. Let me change the size bit. Any point you are not able to understand, just let me know immediately. So this is my month name, and suppose I want to get how many orders are placed on this month. How I will get it for the corresponding month? How many
Hmm.
sales order happened? How to calculate it?
Sum of sales order, sum of orders. No, sir. How many orders?
Hmm? Yeah, how many orders? Correct. How many distinct orders and all? Right, same thing.
Count of.
Count distinct orders. Yeah.
Just a minute. What these guys are saying, they're not able to join. They joined right on the call.
Probably she is not able to hear and the screen is not visible.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Hi, Samir. I'm able to. Yeah.
Oh,
I joined.
okay, okay. Okay, he's restarting the system. Okay, yeah. Tell me how to get this distinct count of what I need to do. You want to see the sales table? Okay, just see the sales table and tell me what I will do to count the distinct count of sales order. Which column I will take?
Oh,
A distinct count of sales order number.
Absolutely, that's correct. Yeah. So let's create a new measure here. So I will say the orders. I will say distinct count of my order number, which is there in the sales table. All right. So now this is 10. Now if we drag this order table, order measures to the month, it is like each month, these are the distinct orders which you have. Okay. Make sense? Okay. Suppose you want, if you don't want the distinct order, then what I will do? I say all order, which is repeated or whatever maybe. Then what I will do? Hello?
with
Hmm.
sir, then we only count of sales
Only
order
count.
number.
Correct. So instead of distinct, you can count. Correct. This is the count. Okay. So these are the not distinct. Or we can do one more thing as well. You can do the count rows of my sales table as well.
Okay.
It will
Yeah.
count the number of rows inside the sales table and it will give you the data. Okay. This is also will work out. So anything you can take it out based on your requirement when you are calculating the number of orders. Okay. So let's, in our case, let's go with the distinct count only because we want the distinct count for each order, unique orders. Okay. Now fine. Now let's take a slicer here. Slicer is what? What do you mean by slicer?
Khan Academy தானே?
What do you mean by slicer here? Sorry. What is slicer?
Slicer is kind of filter.
Kind of filter.
But
Okay. So here I want a slicer which will display month and year both. Okay. So if I go to my date table here in this case, I don't have any column called month here. I have a month name separately, year separate. Okay. But I don't have a column called month year. I don't have anything. Right. So I want to create a column of month and year, which will show me the month name. Take the month. Okay. And that to be first three letters of the month, like Jan, Fab, MAR, March, APR, April, everything. And it will combine with the year. That is my requirement. I need to create a column called month here. How we will create?
this will extract
Hmm.
3 letters from the month name
Right.
and then uh, for combining with year. So with the DAX or with transformation, how should
So yeah, your choice. Your choice. You want to
okay.
do the tax, you want to do the Power Query, that's your choice. No problem.
So in Power Query, we can do it with by extract. First,
Mm-hmm.
we can
Mm-hmm.
create one column with the extract thing, and then
Mm-hmm.
after that we can merge year and month.
Month. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. That's the first choice. Good one. And if I want to do the tax here itself,
Okay.
this is tax rate. This is the tax area.
Hmm.
Any possibility?
Yes, sir. Um, With the decks, we can uh, length. No, getting sir.
Hmm. Okay, let me tell you the first way everybody knows, right? The Power Query was.
Yes, sir.
So here, let's create through the DAX here. Let's create a new column. Okay, and the column name is, let's take month hyphen year. Okay, so the first of all thing is from the month name, I require the first three letters like Jan, Feb, and all. For that, I will use a function called format. Okay, then I will take month name, whatever the month name column I have. Then in the double quotes, okay, I will put 3M instead of 4Ms. So if we create this now, let's see,
Oh
it
yeah,
is
sir.
January. So let's try to do three dots here. It is still January only. How we will create? Let's try. 3M, it should come Jan only. What happened here? Mm,
You gave one website.
sorry.
So it was in you gave like one link for formatting functions.
Right.
This was there.
Mm, I don't know what is three. Am I doing something wrong? Or maybe we need to take not the month name, we need to take the date. Actually, sorry. We need to take the date. The date, from the date only we need to extract the month. Okay. Sorry. And the date would be triple M. It would be Jan now. Yeah, that's great. So now actually we need to extract from the date actually, not from the. This is already an extracted version. Okay. So from here I'm extracting the Jan. So from the date, triple M means it is a single Jan. Okay, and it will be Feb, it will be March, all these things like this. Okay, then we need to concatenate this with
Here.
right, concatenation, give one like this symbol. Okay, to separate this one, then year. So how to extract the year? We need to use the year function, year of my date table. Sorry, date column. So it will extract the year from here, and it will combine. So we'll get a month here, Jan 2013, Feb 2013, March 2013, all these things. Alright? Makes sense this is?
Yeah, year is already there. So year is
Yeah,
already.
year is there. This is an extracted version of year, which we created in the Power Query. But if we want to extract something like year from this, we can't take this. You need to extract from this actually. This is my base column. From here, we want to extract the year. So it is extracting year from the date. Okay, that we need to do it rather than which are already present. No, you need to extract from the base column, which is the date column. Okay, all right. So now we have created the month year column here. Now let's drag the month year here to the filter. Now the same problem is there in this case. We have the problem is the order. Okay, but right now I can do the month year. I can do the sort by the month number right now because this will work out. Why? Because we have only 1 year of data here in this case. So it can be Jan is 1, Feb is 2. I'm just sorting this based on that. But think of that, suppose you have a 2 years of data. So there could be Jan 2013 and there could be Jan 2014 also. Hmm? That time how the sort order will work? The sort order will not work with the month, right? Making sense what I'm trying to say here?
No, sir. So can you explain one more time?
Okay. Why I did the sort this month year by sort by month column? Why I did it? What about the month year column which I created? I
Hmm.
did a sort based on the month number. Why I did it that?
S- So the it starts from Jan to.
It was not starting. It was not starting. It was something like it was not starting actually. It was starting through alphabetic order. It is like starting with April, then August,
Hmm.
starting from A to Z. Right.
Yes. Yes.
So instead of that, suppose you want Jan to December, then we need
Okay.
to sort this column by your month number.
Yes.
Okay.
Got
So
it.
it means Jan is 1, Feb is 2, like that. So based on this column, it will sort so that you will get the proper order from Jan to December on this
Oh.
case. Okay.
Hmm.
Now my question was is that here in this model, we have only 1 year of data, which is 2013. Okay. So here Jan 2013 is getting sort by the number one column here. Okay. So now just think of like, suppose you have 2 years of data. Like in this case, 2013 and 14 would be there. Then, so for the same column, you are sorting based on the month number. Then it will work because Jan 2013 and Jan 2014 also will be there, right? One column. So it will work with the month number, or we need to create a separate sort column. That we need to think. Okay. I'm not giving the solution, just think in that sense whether it will work if you have a 2 years of data, how the sort order will work if I use the month number. Making sense? Or it
Hmm.
is
Yeah.
okay.
Mm.
So
I
can
don't
we?
think so. I don't
Mm.
think so. If you have a multiple years, this if you sort this column by month, it will work because that is a different story itself. So when you are sorting that, you should consider the month as well. Sorry, year as well. Which year it
Mm.
is there? Okay.
Mhm.
Which year, which month? Which year, which month? Then only based on that the sort order will work. Okay. So for actually what we need to do, we need to create another sort column here, just like month name, month you created. It's like month year and month year sort we need to create. Okay.
Hmm.
So how we will create that? Let's create a sort year column here. Year and sort. This is just to use with the sort. So now we'll take year column from the date table. What I need when I'm Jan 2013, no, it should give me 2013-01. That is my output of this column. When I am on the February 2013, it should give me 2013-02. Suppose next year changes, it will be should me 2014-01, 2014-02, 03, 04. Like that, the output should come here. Okay. Instead, some the for the 2013 also, like output would be 2013-01, 2013-02, 2013-03, like that till 2013 December. Again, next year comes up, it will start 2014-01, 14-02, 14-03 till December. Like that, the output should come in this column. So that if I sort this column based on this column, no, the proper order will be applied. Make sense?
Hmm. Yes.
Now the question is how we will get 2000 for the Jan 2000. Just think once, okay? Jan 2013, I need the output as 2013-01. How we will get it here?
Okay. 2014. 01. So
2013-01. When there is a here you are seeing the output, right? Jan hyphen 2013 is there, right? For the corresponding, I need 2013 01. The output is like that. How I'll do it?
So e- this is year, and for
Hmm.
06 we can mention format and
This
double M
this is my
inputted.
output in this column.
Oh, all together.
Hmm.
Okay. So are we going to use format here to extract the 01
01 is what in this case?
month, January?
Month. Month number, right?
Yeah, month number,
Hmm.
right?
So month number we need to calculate. That's correct. But how we can display 2013-01? If I do like this, the problem is, okay, year we done it. Okay.
Hmm.
Then I combined with, I'll have a function called month also. Month of
Hmm.
date. Okay. If I do like this, combine this two. If I enter, it will give me 2013 1. 2013 1. It will not give me 2013 01.
So sir, for 01 we use double M in the
Double
code.
M, that is for month name. Sorry. Month name is like January, February.
So it is for, no, it is for, sorry, it's for the number
X. No,
double
check
M.
this. No, for the month number, if you take double M right here,
Hmm.
you are saying Jan, right? Jan. The numbers, the month name.
So
That's what we are
it's three
using.
times. It's three time
Sorry?
M. It's
Yeah.
it's just two times M. It is supposed to be two M only.
2 means like this, you are saying?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Uh,
So you mean to say like this?
format.
Hmm. Like this?
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Good job. Okay. So this is the way we can do it. So this is your sort column. Okay. Now, actually, this month here always should sort based on the month year sort rather than the month. Output remains same, but if any year changes happen, this will not impact it. So it will go like from Jan to December 2013 will show. After that, again there will be another scenario, Jan 2014 to December 14. It will come up. Okay, this makes sense overall.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the question is, suppose let's select one month from this September 2013. Okay. Now there is very less distinct orders. So let me do a count only, okay, for this order. Because there is very minimal count we have in the distinct count in this model. Let's take all the count, okay, so that we'll get some data at least. Okay. Now let's take September 2013. Still it is 64 only. Okay, let's take anything July 60, August, September, December. There is no data. November. Which project I'm working? 1 second, guys. Okay, September 2013. Only 64. Okay, that is fine. Let's take, suppose, before doing this. So, what my question is here in this case? So, this is the total orders for the January month. Okay, leave it about this filter as of now. So this is the total order for the January. This is the total order from the February. Okay. Now the question is that how many orders are placed in the last 90 days? Question I'm repeating again. How many orders placed in last 90 days? It means we are in September. Let's take my filter context in September or in August. Let's take the August month. There are total orders is 190. Okay, and from this filter context, I want to see how many orders placed in last 90 days. Last 90 days means July and June. June, July, August. How many orders are placed in the last 90 days from the August? That is my question. Making sense? Suppose you are on June, you are on June. The June order is 50, but
Mm.
I need the last order, count the order in the last 90 days. In the sense, from the June, I want to calculate the last 90 days. So it will be April, May, and June. So it will be almost 90 days. So that order, how many orders placed, I want to display in another measure. Making sense? This is
Hmm.
question is clear. Then how to do it? I'll show you. Question is clear, first of all.
Yes, it is clear.
Okay. So let's do that. Okay. So we want to calculate one measure here. Okay. I will say order last 90 days. Okay. So we have a order measure already. Let's calculate that. Calculate my orders. And what will be my filter here? Filter would be something like my whatever the date I have, how the logic will start here. Let me try to understand. So whatever the date I have here in this, suppose let's take you are on June. Let's filter context is on June. From there, I want to move back to the last 90 days, right? So it should consider what? It should consider the last day of the June. From there, it should go to the minus 90 days. Correct? So it should be 30th June 2013 to last date, to last 90 days. Same, suppose in this case, suppose you are on the filter context of August. So the last date would be my 31st August 2013. That is my last day of the August. From there, it will go to the last 90 days. Making sense? This is got it?
So,
Good.
so it will be July 31st, 90 days
No, no.
from 31st August, 30th August. Should be.
If I am on August, if I
Hmm.
want to calculate the last nine,
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, is left.
Yeah, he have to rejoin. It seems I got a message in the top of the bar.
Yeah. But it looks like
And it's getting so stuck to me today, actually.
no, sir is in call, right?
No, he's not.
So I, okay.
Yeah.
Now, no.
oh, audible now?
Yes, sir. Now,
Oh,
Sir,
what?
It's getting so stuck to me today. Is there any problem with me or with the connection?
I don't know. For me, just now it got stuck. I don't know. Suddenly.
Okay. Since class started, it's so disturbed to me today, and I'm
No, no,
unable
that
to
is
see your mouse also.
no. I don't think so. That is a problem from my end.
Okay, I'll restart it again. So then.
What about others? Still, this time there was an issue.
No, actually for me it's good. Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Just now I got stuck. I don't know what reason. It got suddenly stopped. See. Okay. Where I was, what I was discussing.
I'll
Before
order last
video.
90 days a measure.
Okay. So here I was saying that just think, okay. Suppose you are on which month right now? March, right? So suppose in the March you want to calculate how many orders placed on the last 90 days. So what I will do, from which day to which date I need to consider the last 90 days.
Jan, Feb,
No,
March.
no, Jan, Feb I will consider. From the March, which date I need to consider? My question is that. From where I need to consider the last 90 days?
From the end of the March to till 90 days.
Correct. So till end of the month, suppose you are on 7th March also, but you need to consider the last day of this month. Last day of this month. From there, you need to go to last 90 days. Then whatever the date it will be there, that range is called your last 90 days. That is always the logic.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
making sense. Okay, so for that, so calculate orders is there. Then we have a function in DAX. There is a time intelligence function that we will discuss in detail. But right now I'm using it. That is called dates in period. Okay, so the dates in period it will give the statement itself is that returns the date from the given period. Okay, so it will give you a range of dates based on your selection. And just remember, every time intelligence function, this you noted down also. Whenever you are using any kind of time intelligence function, the first parameter is always a dates. And this date is something like the date table which you created, right? From that, there is a continuous date column is there, right? It is a continuous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the corresponding year, the date table. That column we need to refer here because the time intelligence function always work with the continuous date of range. That first parameter is blindly your calendar table or the date table date column. That's it. First parameter is always that one. This is just a reference point of this. Then the start date. Here the start date is very important. Just now I told you. Suppose you are on 7th March 2013. So from where I need to start for the last 90 days? I need to start from 31st March 2013. That is my start date. From
Mm.
there I need to go to the last 90 days. Now tell me, suppose you are on March 7th, 2013. How you will get 31st March 2013? So it means you are in August in this range and you want to get 31st August 2013 in this case. How you will get it? Or if you are on a September, it should give me 30 September 2013. Like that for each and every month. What, how will get it the start date?
Date
Just
add.
think once.
Uh,
We didn't discuss about a date ad yet.
so there was one function in which we used to add we add days and
No, I don't.
Like
I don't
we,
want to I don't want to add anything. I just want the maximum date on this particular month. That's it.
okay, okay.
What do you think? What should we put here? Put in your brain, please. Little bit. Put in your thoughts. Right, wrong is different story.
So we want to calculate max of the um,
I don't want to. I am saying that whenever which month you are in, I want the last day of the particular month. That's it. No thoughts is coming into your mind. This one.
Might be like a end date of the month. End.
Hmm. Can't you use like this? You can say the max of date will work.
max of date.
No, it will not work.
Mhm.
Let's test it out. Let me put a comment here and let me take a variable here. Dt equals to max of date. And I'm returning this. If you have a doubt, just test the things. Return this one. And try to put this measure here on the filter context. Sorry, here. Now think you are getting for the each month. Are you not getting the last day of the month? Are you getting right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So max date will work, right? In this case, then correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now this is my start date. Now, how many number of intervals you want to go from there?
90.
90. It should be minus 90, right?
Huh.
Back you are going. You are not going forward.
Hmm.
Then what is the quart? What is the interval? Day, right? Or
Yeah.
month. Day wise. Day wise. You are going. That's it. Simple. Done. Now, this is the function. So the first parameter is the date continuous range to work with the time intelligence function. This one is my start date, okay, which is coming always with the last day of the particular filter context where the month is running. From there, we are going last 90 days by the days. That's it. If we click on this, it will give you the number of orders which are placed in this case. So, what does it mean? What is 421? Can somebody tell me? For the May month, the total order is 281, whereas the last 90 days order is 421. What does it mean? 421 means
It's the it's the sum of February. Okay, 90 days.
It's the last 3 months order summed up, that is 61 plus 79 plus 281.
Correct. Absolutely. That is one. So it is considering last 90 days. So whichever month you are in, that's just consider the last 90 days from this. This is my entity. That's what it is all about. That's absolutely correct. Okay? Making sense? This is making sense, right? This any questions on this one? This function?
Can you just show me that February month sales? February 480 showing.
Hmm.
In February, it is
Means
considering
like
because huh,
only
there
2
is
months
no
are.
2 months, there is no 90 days. So this considers Jan and Feb. That's it. It could be because there is no after that there is no. It is not compulsory that it will always take the last 90 days. So whatever there in the previous under that range, but within 90, I can say. Okay, so this is about any questions on this part? No, right? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Now let's try to replace the month name with my product name now. Based on the product I need my the orders now. Okay. So what does it mean now? So that was month name you are considering properly, but in this case, this product was sold. It total is 84 orders, and in the last 90 days, it got sold 15 times. This is the meaning of this. Okay. And why this, if you see this activate VCA power, this is one, why it is getting blank here in this case for this particular last 90 days? Because there is no sales happened in the last 90 days for this product. This only product on the current. Last 90 days, there is no product. But from where it is last 90 days? That is a question. Right? Last time when I putting here, let's try to understand this. Is very important this. Okay. Forcefully how am I doing? When we putting the month name, you know that this one is 541. It is coming from Jan, Feb, and March. It is summing up. It is giving me 541. Correct?
Hmm.
But when I'm removing the month name and if I putting my product name here, something is coming. But now the thing is you need to understand that first of all, first point is first is that this 84 orders is for which month? Can somebody tell me? Or the order last 90 days which is coming as 15, from where it is calculating the last 90 days? This is making sense what I'm asking the question.
No, exactly. We don't know from where it started.
Exactly, we don't know. Okay. Anybody, any thoughts where it is starting? The question is clear to you guys, first of all, what I'm trying to say here.
Yes, sir, but here there is no date column, so how do we get to know, like from where it
Correct.
started?
Where it start. Correct. That's correct. If it is there is no date, and if I don't have a choice, it is always start from the last date of your current model. That is the starting point that you need to remember always. What is my last date on the current model right now? That is December 2013. You see here, this is my last date on my model. That is your starting point. If you are not select anything on the time part, then it will take the last date of your current model. So it means the 84 is the total order for December 2013, and from there it is taking the last 90 days and giving you 15. That is the end point. Making sense? So that's what always whenever you are working with a time intelligence function, you just give a time slot, like from where you want to start, from where you want to end. That we need to choose always. So let's select now September. Now, what does it mean now? In the September month, I have this product got sold 4 times. Okay. But in the last 90 days from the September means September, August, and July, this product got sold 22 times. Now, this is my time range. I'm selecting this. Okay. Most important, this is very important. Whenever you are working with a time kind of things, we need to give a specific thing, like from where you want to start. In this case, I'm starting at September. If you're not selecting anything, it will be go to the last day of your model, whichever is there. In this case, it is December 2030. Clear? This picture is clear?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now what I need is that based on this order, right? The order last 90 days. Okay, I want to create a certain things. Let me fine. I want to create a some kind of bucketing. Bucketing in the sense, if the order last 90 days actually, I can remove the. I don't want this number of orders here. I want the order last 90 days only. So here, if the last order 90 days is what I called less greater than equals to 10 and less than equals to, let's take any range, okay, then this is a high product, like high frequency product. Okay, so the range, my bucketing would be like this one. So I say greater than equals to 10 and less than equals to, let's take infinity, something like that. So it is like high product. Okay, and suppose greater than equals to 5 and less than equals to 9, then it is a medium product. Okay, and suppose greater than equals to 1 and less than equals to 4, then it is a low product. This is the bucket I want to calculate now based on my order last 90 days. So the 22 will come under high, 5 will come under medium, and 1 will come under low based on this. Okay, and second to that, I need a slicer where I want to showcase three things. One is something like this, high frequency. This is my slicer. Medium frequency. This is the literals, okay? This is a text I'm just displaying there. And second one is my low frequency. Okay, this is my requirement. So before working on this part, I want a slicer where I want to show these three. Just like we are showing the month, right? I just want to see a slicer where I want to see high frequency, medium frequency, and the low frequency in a slicer. Where I will get this data. Do I have any kind of column in my current model which will have this value, these three values?
No, sir. We will create these three value with the help of conditions when,
Yeah,
and
but
the calculation.
conditions, but this is calculation. But how we
Hmm.
can display that as a slicer? Here, one point always remember. This is a
Hmm.
very good trick. Let's take a slicer here, this part. Okay. And in the slicer, suppose you did a calculation with a measure. Let's take, just think like this is your measure which you calculated. Okay. And this measure you want to put it in the slicer. That as per your thought. So let's try to put a
Mhm.
measure into the slicer. The first point you need to always remember that measure can't be put it inside the slicer. It is
Hmm.
not possible. This is a rule. Only column will go inside the slicer. Measure
Hmm.
can't go. This is the first point. Okay. So the calculation which you are doing it in this case, this calculation anyway we will do it. Okay. That will display it. But for the slicer, I need a column which will display me high frequency, low frequency, and medium frequency as a data inside that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So, but I don't have any column in neither of the table. If you go to any of the table, if you go to the customer table, I don't have such table, such column like high frequency, low frequency. I don't have any data, neither in the date, neither in the product, neither in the sales also. I don't have anything, any such column which will display me this thing, the
Mm-hmm.
high frequency, medium frequency. There is no such data for me on this model. If this is the case, then I need to create it somehow. I need to create a table, temp table, where I will show you these columns. So for that, let's create, click on the enter data. I will create a table here. Okay. Now I will say this table as frequency. Okay. And what are the column I will take? I will take first ID. Okay. Then I will say the frequency. Okay. Then I will say the low and my high. Again disconnected guys. Now I'm talking.
No, sir.
Okay. So now this is the one. Now I'll say ID is 1, ID is 2, ID is 3. Frequency would be my, this is the data I need, right? This one.
Mm.
High frequency, medium frequency. I'm just creating that, okay? Literals. High frequency, medium frequency, and third one is my low frequency. Okay. Now, sorry, this is not required. Let's delete this. Now the range would be, I told high frequency would be 10 and less than, right? Infinity. So it will be 10, low will be
Mm.
10, and high will be any high number you can give, something like this. Okay. Medium will be 5 and 9. So it will be under 5 and 9. And low will be 1 and 4. This is my table which I am creating for my frequency. Now you can ask me one question. Okay, this part is clear, I think, right? High frequency means it should be greater than 10 and less than this. Medium frequency is greater than 5 and less than 9. Low frequency is greater than 1 and less than 4. This is part, these three columns are absolutely clear, I think so. Okay. But the only thing is why I created an ID column here in this case. That I will explain you once I load this table. Okay. This is making sense. This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now load this table. Okay. Now you have a column on your model which is called your frequency, which hold that data. Okay. Now drag this frequency to your slicer. Now we will get it this data, what we are expecting. But the problem here is we are facing is this one. You are getting data first high, then low, then medium you are getting. But what my order should be? Order should be high, then
Medium.
medium, then low. Right? So by right now it is basing sort order is based on the alphabets H, L, and M. So for that
Mm.
only I created the ID column. So now I will say the frequency should be sort by my ID column.
Okay.
Now if you do that, that will be high, medium, and low. That's what I only, that is the purpose of creating this ID column, this ID column. That's it. Otherwise, this is just to sort this order, because otherwise the sort order will be high, then low, then medium will come. Okay, making sense?
Yes, sir.
Up to now it is clear. The setup is clear for you. Any questions you can ask me now. Then I will go ahead after this. Up to now it is clear, everybody.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes.
Okay. Now what I need? Suppose I am creating this is, let's say this is my September. So these are the orders. Now I want to calculate one measure here. If I select the high frequency from here, so it should give me the which are the order is greater than 10 and less than equals to infinity. So which are the dissatisfied? I think this product 22, then this product, then this product. Whichever product is greater than 10 and less than this one, that I want to see it in this case. Okay, and if I select the medium, it should give me based on the range. But right now, if I select the high frequency, is there any effect to my visualization?
Mm-hmm. No,
No,
sir.
right? If I click in medium, nothing is happening. If I click on the low, nothing is happening. Can somebody tell me why it is not happening?
Because this slicer is slicer does not filter this product name table.
Oh, but why? That's a question. Why? That is fine. That's a good answer that this frequency, whatever the thing, it is not filtering the product. But why? Or rather, it is not filtering the sales, right?
Yeah, because we have to create one measure or so we can, like in this high frequency in this slicer we
Mm-hmm.
can choose the value of the table product or month year.
Mm-hmm.
I think selected. uh,
Don't get confused. I think we are talking
mm,
too much. In the sense,
uh,
go to the model view, take the relationship here in this case.
okay, okay, yes, sir. Relationship.
It's very simple. Like
Hmm.
this is my frequency table. Okay. And if you see the other tables, right? The customer is filtering the slicer, target is connected. All things are connected in this case through the
Hmm.
relationship. That's why the slicer is also working. Suppose you created some month year from the date and it is filtering the sales table. Based on that, you are getting the number of orders. But in this case, the frequency table which you created, it is not connecting to any of this, neither to the sales, neither to the target, nothing is there. So that's why when you take something from the frequency, it is not able to filter. That is the answer. Okay. Now, can we do a relationship between the frequency and sales? The question is, second question is that. Is it possible to make a relationship between frequency and sales?
Does sales have, yes, with the ID?
That ID is here 1, 2, 3 only. That ID, which ID will take it from sales? Okay, try to understand.
Hmm. Okay.
Frequency ID is 1, 2, 3 only. In the sales, which one will take it?
Hmm.
Nothing, right? I don't
Yeah.
have any such column which can connect to the frequency to the sales. No such column. I don't have any relationship. I can't define any kind of relationship between the frequency and sales as for sure, because I don't have any common columns between these two tables. Okay,
Hmm.
this table I defined it automatically in Power BI, but I don't have any choice. So this leads to another important concept in Power BI, that is called your disconnected table. What do you mean by disconnected table? Disconnected table is like this one. It will be disconnected only. It will never come to the model, but somehow in the measure, okay, we'll try to relate this. So we'll take some data from the frequency table and just try to filter it out the sales table in a measure itself. rather than just creating a physical relationship between these two tables. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so basically what we need to do here is that now let's create a table. So let's create a new measure. I'll say order last 90 days by frequency. This is I need, right? So the order whichever is there, that I want to filter based on the frequency as well, right? Make sense here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, first point first. How, suppose you are selecting a high frequency. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me put a 1 here, just to put a 1 because I don't want to error out this measure. The logic is very simple here. What I need to go to the frequency table. When I'm selecting the frequency, I want to collect the low value and the high value. Okay, these two. When I'm selecting the medium frequency, I want to take the low value and high value. Whichever I'm selecting from the slicer, I want to take the low value and the high value from the frequency. Then what I will do, I will take order last 90 days, okay, greater than equals to that value and less than equals to that value. That I want to do it. It means, suppose I am on this filter context. What is the number of orders? 22. Okay. And if I am selecting from the slicer high frequency in this case, what is my high frequency? It should be 10 and infinity. So you should consider 22 is greater than equals to 10. Yes. 22 is less than equals to this. Yes. Then it is considered as a high frequency. That I want to put the logic inside my measure. Making sense? This is getting the logic. Again, I'm
Yeah.
repeating. Again, let's go to this product. What is the order last 20 days products? 5. Okay. And I'm selecting, let's take medium frequency. So is this qualify? Let's see. The medium frequency is 5. This number of products is 5. What is medium frequency? Medium frequency is 5 is greater than equals to 5. Yes. 5 is less than equals to 9. Yes. So it is qualified as a medium frequency.
Hmm.
Okay. So like that, we need to define the logic inside our measure. Making sense? This is
Yes.
okay. So the first point first is that whenever I'm selecting anything, high frequency, medium frequency, or low frequency, from that, I want to grab the low value and the high value, which is 10 and 99 to infinity in case of high, 5 to 9 in case of medium, and low in case of 1 to 4. That I want to capture inside my measure table or in the measure calculation. That I want to first capture. Okay, so I'll take a variable here, v low. I will say minimum of my low value from where? The frequency low. Okay, and I will say v high equals to max of my high. Just try to understand this 2 point and just try to return first and see what exactly it is giving you. Let's try to understand the v low first. Enter it, and for the each order I want to see it. Okay, so let's take here. I'm just putting here. Right now it is 11111 here. Let's try to create on high frequency here. So what is the order we are getting? 10 here. Why 10? Because this is the minimum, right? For me, minimum is 10, right? Correct? Understand? If I select medium, it will be medium, low will be 5. If I click on the low, the minimum will be 1, because that's why you are calculating here. If I give the high value here, what will happen? For the low frequency, the high value is 4, right? 1 and 4. And if I select medium frequency, it will be 9, right? And if I select the high frequency, it will be the infinity value. This makes sense. First point. First part is clear. This is. Any questions on this? Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's take another function or another variable where I want to calculate the result. So let's take calculate. What I need to calculate? Order last 90 days. Based on what? I want to have now. Let's create a filter table here of all the products. Okay. Then in that, I want to just put it like this: order last 90 days is greater than equals to by below, and my order last 90 days is less than equals to my V high. That's it. Just try to understand this. I will return this because this all function already we discussed. That's why I write it directly. Okay. This values function, filter function, everything I discuss completely. So that's what I write it immediately. Just try to understand. If you're not able to understand, I will explain you again. Now just try to first let's see the result, then we'll come to the again the definition. Okay. Now let's try to create on the high frequency. Now if I create, let's remove this order last 90 days. Okay. Because that is not required, because anyway that is not working for as well. So now if I select the high frequency, I'm getting the order, right, which are more than that. We're getting more than 10, correct? If we click on the medium, we're getting between 5 to 9. Okay. And if we click on the low, it is 1 to 4. And if you not select, everything we are getting. So it is working the way we want, right? But try to understand the logic here. What exactly it is happening. Just try to figure it out on your own mind that what exactly it is happening. Then only you'll be able to understand. Can you visualize this? How it is working?
In the filter part, we are doing the like filtration based on the product name, right?
Correct. Absolutely correct. So we need the product which are
Yeah,
uh, greater than this and greater than that.
yeah.
Sorry, greater than that, less than that. That's it. We are doing it. It is very simple. Just try to visualize on your mind. It is very simple. It is looking complex. It is very simple. Okay. Nothing there. You want me to explain one scenario? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's try to understand if I select a high frequency. I'm getting certain products. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sorry, 8 to 9 products we are getting. Just try to understand how it is working. Let's see. So let's copy paste this formula into a notepad so that I can explain you properly. Now, try to understand this product. Let's take this is how many total orders product 22. Okay. So in this case, for this for this filter context, what will be my minimum frequency? If it is high frequency, what will be my minimum based on the
10.
frequency table? 10. It will be 10. And the how will be the high? It will be infinity. Right? Some triple line something. Okay. Now this is the first two part. Now I am calculating the order last 90 days. So in this case, the last order 90 days is 22. Okay. Now based on that, it is create a filter of all the products which are in this case, this is the product. So product is 100% egg protein. For that, this is the condition it is checking. The condition is something like this. So 22 is greater than equals to 10 and 22 is less than equals to triple n. Yes, this is satisfying. So this is comes under my high frequency. So each and everything it is calculating based on this. This makes sense?
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now we can put one more thing also here in this case. Let's drag the frequency column here also. So that what happened? No, here. Oh, this is I took a matrix. Let's convert it to a table and drag the frequency. Yeah. Now it is this is makes very much sense to me. Okay. So here, if I drag, click on the high frequency, it will give you the total number of orders and it will give you the that value also. The which is comes under that frequency. Select the high, medium, it will give you the low. Okay. And if you not select anything, it will give you everything. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now on the same thing, you want to do one exercise. That is up to you. I will not discuss. If you not done it by tomorrow, I will not discuss. But if you tried something, I will do one more time. So in this case, I want to see the sales as well, net sales. Okay. So, but when you drag the net sales here in this case, so if you drag the net sales here, if you see the problem here in this case is what? If you drag the net sales, no, the problem is this. So this product is coming thrice. Okay,
Mm.
one for Hawaii, one for medium, one for low. This qualifies for the high frequency, and I need only one row for this product, right? Which is getting satisfied for the frequency. Correct? Neither I should not get repeated. In this case, one this is one only. This is fine. But most of the products are like that only. There will be high, medium, and low. Three rows will come if you drag the net sales. But my requirement is whatever I'm selecting here in this case high. But you can ask me one question that suppose sir I selected high, then I will get only one product. Absolutely fine. But it is not like you will ask your customer to select one of the frequency. He can select, say that, okay, I don't want to select, I want to see all the data. If I want to see all the data in this case, there will be three products. The problem is, okay, so this is like, but I need this row, this data only for this product. I should not get medium and low, at least for this product, because that is not satisfying my criteria. Okay, makes sense? This we need to do it. So the net sales also should show me based on my frequency. Okay, so that your home task. If you want to do, please do it. I should have at least see some efforts from you on this tomorrow. If this is the case, I will explain you on the net sales how we can display by frequency. Else, I will skip it. I'm very frank on that. Okay. But let's take this example. Whatever I did it, whatever the order last client is a frequency, take that as a reference and try to do the net sales as well. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And I'm done. I'm done for today. Tomorrow we'll start the time intelligence functions. Okay. Thank you.
Sir, I have a doubt actually. Not on this. Actually, I'm trying to do what you are saying. All this. I'm doing somewhere some mistakes in my same movies and sales when my values are not at all displaying, sir. I'm trying to figure it out, but it's became so difficult to find it out. Can you tell me? I will send you my all those projects link to your email. Can you tell me tomorrow what I'm doing mistake?
No, tomorrow is not possible, isn't it? Because today I have a holiday actually. So
Okay.
I can tell you day after tomorrow. Is that fine?
Yeah, sure, sir. It's been like, I'm in like 1.5 class back. I'm still back of to 1.5 class actually.
Can you do one thing? Can you just discuss with your team, like colleagues here in this case?
Yes,
Take
I
any
asked
help,
them
like
also, but I asked Surabhi and Vali. Vali is like, little bit, she didn't complete yet. With Surabhi, even we both are trying to figure it out, but it's not coming, sir.
okay, what the problem you are facing?
My values are not displaying at all. Actually, I don't know why. In what happened with the date function? Something is
Hmm.
wrong with the same thing with other function also. I'll send the email to you. Can you recheck it, sir? My whole profile.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay.
Yeah, after one day also I'm fine, sir. I just need the solution and how to identify the solution. I need that one also actually.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.